It's SBK Live on Real Radio 104.1 Friday night, TGIF. And with our buddy Dan is here from My Brother's Keepers International Missions.
That's right.
All right. What's the Facebook page?
The Facebook, you can just look up My Brother's Keeper International Missions.
There you go.
Fan page on there. We've had a lot of these things, like the Twitter. I opened them so long ago, and when I'm in Honduras, I don't have a lot of time to keep up with them. So we're just trying to get everybody. I've been running the Facebook on my personal page for so long. I'm trying to shift, like you guys did, everybody over to the fan page. So if you can go from to My Brother's Keeper International Missions and just like the page.
Okay. All right. And so and on the page they can see what you're doing. And so give us an example. Like, what's an average day like for you?
All right. Well, this time when I went back, I made it a point. The first couple times I was down there, I started messing around, taking a lot of video with my regular digital camera. But I started seeing that you could do video, so I started making documentaries because I'm a music producer. I make beats and stuff. So I just started taking the video and music and kind of trying to chronicle what I've been doing down there my whole trip. But this time I went back, I made it a point that I was going to start a little internet TV show, 2 to 5 minute episodes of different stuff while I'm down there. So that was one of my main focuses. I was going around filming all different kinds of stuff. But the first thing I usually do in the morning, I might take a walk down the beach or whatever, get my head right. And I do a lot of cleaning projects. The town it's just the fact that I think things have been so bad there for so long that people give up hope that it's going to change, and they just decide that this is what life is. And then slowly, as I've seen, all over Honduras, it seems like to me, generation after generation, if there's no hope, it degresses, it gets worse each generation. So people just throw trash everywhere, they break bottles everywhere. It's just littered with trash and glass everywhere you go. So nobody else does it. I try to teach the kids, if they don't do it, that doesn't mean anything. This is your town, you should be proud of it. And so I started, for a long time, I would just go out by myself every day in the morning for an hour, 2 hours, sometimes 4 hours if I get on a roll, and just start cleaning up the beach, cleaning up the town. And I figured for the longest time, people were just going to be watching me, wondering what my motives were, wondering what the heck is this guy doing cleaning up our stuff, But as I started getting the kids more involved, like I said, I was telling you on the break, after lunch each day, I tell them 5 minutos, limpiar for 5 minutos, but I really get maybe 10, 15 minutes out of them. But we just go out and to the streets or on the beach, and now, it's like 20, 30 kids will come with me.
And you pick an area and
we're just tearing it up. We pick out, what's our goal, and we just don't stop. And we've been progressively being able to expand our area more and more and keep it clean.
Right.
And so I just try and be an example, and I try and be an example so the kids can be an example to the adults that if you ain't going to clean this town, you're not going to teach us we're not going to be like you just because you're like that. We're going to clean it. So that's been one of my main things is trying to show these people that I care about them enough to clean their stuff out. This time I was down there, I just recently, Christmas week, I painted 2 people's houses for them. I knew the one lady was trying to paint. She had a little bit of paint. I was like, do you want a second color? You want to trim your door, this and that? She said, yeah, but I don't got the money. Same thing with another lady. So I just went and bought some paint and start painting, maybe get some of the kids to help with this and that. But that's been one of my main focuses, is to make the projects personal and to really establish that relationship with the people that they know I'm there because I care about them.
Right. Now, I know you're a musician and you make music and stuff. Have you introduced the kids to Lil Wayne yet?
No, but I have went out of my way to tell them to be careful about what influences they're letting into their life, because I realize down there it's so crazy. One of the things I'm realizing about how much the kids here are influenced by the music and the movies is how much they're influenced down there, because down there they don't even speak English, but they want to be the video. It's so bad, they have the most distorted version of reality because they think the videos are real.
They think that's America.
Oh, they think it's real,
Like I get here, I'm going to get a Bentley.
I got kids down there that want to be Crips and Bloods. They don't know anything about it. And they're like, oh, you rojo, you azul, you're red, you're blue. And they don't know anything about it. It's ridiculous.
That is crazy.
And so, I've been going out of my way to teach them about certain things. And if you watch any recent videos, Gaga, Jay-Z, and Kanye and stuff, I've been teaching them about symbolism.
Wait, so they see that stuff down there?
Yeah, I mean, down there it's crazy. Here you can't catch a music video to save your life. You turn on music television, you're not going to find a video. Down there they got about 10 different stations that all day play videos, so you can get Spanish music, Jamaican music, American music, old classics. They play all kinds of videos. So that's like a huge influence on their life because they don't have money to go out and do stuff, so they'd be just sitting at home, you know, playing the...
Well, it's pure entertainment for them.
Yeah.
Whoa. And you were saying that, like, even though you're talking about a third world situation here, that they don't have a lot of things, but they're still kids and they still have the same problems. And yeah.
That's the thing is people don't realize, and people do not care, I guess would be the word that I would use, about how much every little thing influences children when they're growing up. Every word you say to them, the tone that you speak to them, you know, just how you carry yourself in front of them. So you have to be conscious of what's going into these kids. They almost, it's not that they don't have a choice. When you're a kid, though, you don't really exercise free will too much. You're influenced by everything around you.
Right.
And so even that's the thing, like a lot of the adults there will just drink all day and, like I said, throw trash everywhere. And then so they don't have nothing to look for there. So they turn on the tube and they got people talking about getting all this money, selling drugs and this and that. So they don't got nothing there, you know. So I'm trying to, I keep them for about 3 or 4 hours a day. I'm trying to, when I go back to, I've got a good friend of mine, he speaks like perfect English. He's a teacher in the city, but he's really interested. He's a beat producer too. So he's really interested in switching over to come teach for us whenever I can get funds enough to, I would like them to do a more fuller day, like a regular school.
Now, what are you doing to get resources and get the things you need to keep your thing going?
Well, I mean, it's been 1 year right now. I'd say a majority of it, you know, has been out of my own pocket. I try and come back whenever I need to work as much as I can, save up some money. I've had friends that have hosted a couple, you know, events, fundraising events when I come into town. And I do have a handful of friends who sporadically while I'm down there will donate here and there when they can, throw a little bit something in the bank account.
Right.
But, I mean, I don't know. I think that sometimes you let doubt get into your mind or keep you from believing all the way in your goal, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And a lot of times I would let ideas get into my head, like don't really pursue other people until you get this thing looking professional or presentable. You know what I'm saying? Like don't pull the trigger, wait until it's all right. But then you're sitting down there trying to do everything yourself.
You can't do it all yourself.
You can't.
No matter what it is, you can't do it all yourself.
And so Jessie, who's here with us right now in the studio, she stepped up quite a while ago when I was down there and offered to start doing whatever she can here while I'm down there because while I was down there, I couldn't do anything here.
You can't be in both places at once, right?
And so she started organizing a lot of stuff. And, you know, now we're starting to get lots of volunteers hitting us up. And when I'm here, I'm still working, trying to keep sending money down and stuff. So I haven't had the time to really get in touch with a lot of these people. And I also haven't had a centralized meeting place for them to, you know, volunteers meet up. We're going to discuss what we can do together. But now that's the things that we're doing right now. We've got all those things, all those pieces being put into place. We've got the people that want to get involved that don't know how. We've got a place now that we can start bringing them to and inform them.
All right. WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. We're talking to our buddy Dan and his organization, My Brother's Keepers International, I want to say ministries, but it's missions.
I'm on a mission.
You're on a mission.
Yeah.
What is your ultimate goal with your organization?
Well, what I would like to do is to build this thing up. We're going to, eventually it will be a full type of school, sports programs, all kinds of alternate things for these kids to be able to do and invest in their life to, you know, hopefully give them a bright future, like a chance to do something, not just decide that there's nothing for us, you know, and to just live their life out in this little community.
Give them options.
Give them options.
Yeah.
And not only that, but, you know, as we're learning from the learning process of building it, seeing what works, what doesn't work, eventually maybe 2 years in, and I feel that they can self-sustain this thing, like the community can come together. I want to get a lot of them involved in it, that they can keep it running. I would like to take that as a template to another place, Africa or somewhere else, into another community, and build off of what we've figured out works.
All right, let's take a call. Daniel, you're on Real Radio.
Hi, I'm getting ready to move down to Honduras. I leave February 3rd. I'm a chiropractor.
Okay.
And I wanted to give you my information so that I'm moving to San Pedro Sula.
Yep, I know. That's about 2 hours from us.
Okay. Fantastic. Yeah, so I'm getting ready to move down. My fiance, soon-to-be husband, will join me in about 2 months after that.
Awesome.
And I wanted to, I guess, give you all my contact information. So once I get established and settled down there, we can, I guess, hook
yeah,
up.
That'd be awesome. Yep. I really want to start trying to get into getting dental physicians and nurses, practitioners, anybody to start, organizing free clinics or any kind of services like that we can provide.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great. We'll put you on hold and get your information.
Okay, thank you.
All right, good luck.
Thanks.
All right, there you go, man.
Awesome.
How big of a place is Honduras? They're pretty, she's 2 hours from you. So is it what's it like, the size of Massachusetts, or is it like?
I'd say when the coast is all across the top because the Caribbean is above us.
Sure.
So from the west end all the way to the east end would probably be about 10 or 11-hour drive.
Oh, that's pretty big then. I didn't
it's a
realize
lot longer.
It was that big. Okay.
I guess it's a lot longer than it is tall.
Right.
But I know that's probably at least 10 hours.
Yeah, I'm watching it. I'm looking at it. Yeah, Honduras is huge.
Yeah, it's pretty big, and it's the second poorest country in the Western Hemisphere right after Haiti.
And what city are you operating out of?
The city that is about 10, 15-minute drive from us is La Ceiba, and we are about 15 minutes to the east of that in Sambo Creek, which you might not find on a map.
No, it's not on this one, but I got a better idea.
Sambo Creek is probably the most well-known, or one of the better well-known Garifuna communities, which is the people, people group that I live with. They have probably about 40 communities like that dotting Belize, Guatemala, Honduras, and Nicaragua. And Sambo Creek is one of the better known.
How much traveling have you done in this area?
In Honduras?
Mm-hmm. Have you gotten out? Have you gotten to El Salvador? Or?
No. I have not went outside of Honduras. I've been all the way as far west as pretty much the border of Guatemala and Honduras to Copan, where the Mayan ruins are. I went there in 2007, and I've been as far east as Trujillo.
Are you concerned for your safety?
No, and I tell my mom bugs out sometimes because I won't have my phone on me for a week or two, and people don't, I don't know. I've been blessed with a thing of faith, or I don't really worry about it. I feel like if something bad's going to happen to me, then it was not that it was meant to be, but that I'm meant to learn something from it. And, even my friend is an ex-gangster from New York, and he will be, kind of worrying all the time when we go to the city, this and that, but he's always looking around everywhere over his shoulder, and I'm maybe oblivious to it, but at the same time, I'm telling him all the time, don't tell me that, because I don't want to know. I don't want to be looking over my shoulder all day when something might not happen all day,
Well, it's a good thing your friend's an ex-gangster, because if you saw in the news, they shut it down yesterday. They closed it. Told the mob, stop it. It's over.
But, he's a guy who, when he was younger, just like myself, he lived in New York, and he was into some bad things, and we met at just the right time, man. He was really going through a lot of things and changing his life a lot, and I think that I think it was lined up that I can really play a crucial role in his life, and he was exactly the person that I needed for me to be.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Dan. Honduras seems like the kind of place where, if you got a couple dollars in your pocket, you can influence some things.
Oh yeah, and most countries in Central America are really dominated by organized crime and narcotics cartels and stuff. And so Honduras is just another one like that, and also just like here, the corporations, grease the politicians' pockets quite a bit.
How do you do what you do, and then you see these other groups around?
As far as other ministries or missions?
No. As far as the government there and stuff.
I'm pretty much off the radar. I last time I was there, I was asking a friend of mine who runs another nonprofit down there. I'm like, because what do you call it, the embassy or the American consulate or whatever, is probably about 4 hours south, and I've never been there to the capital. And I was like, I guess maybe one of these days I should
let them know that you're there.
Check in with these people and know that I'm here or whatever. But I haven't done that yet. So I really don't have too much communication with any organized government or anything. I do know that I should eventually do that and make my presence known, and because would like to work with them. I'm sure that they have